Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. As we all know, Valentine's Day is just right around the corner. So, of course, we have this Valentine's Day tube for you on this look. If you have any questions or comments or anything that you'd like to see, leave them down in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, starting off, we're going to be priming with Benefit's Pore Sessional Primer. Alright, next we're going to be using Kat Von D's Locket Concealer in the shade L9 Neutral just to do some spot concealing. Then we're just going to be taking this beauty blender and blending out all those spots that we covered. Next we're going to be taking Urban Decay's Eyeshadow Primer in Original just to prime our eyelids, and when we do this we're just going to use our finger to blend all of that out. Through the wastelands, through the highways. Next, we're going to be using the Decay Naked 3 palette, and the first shade that we will be using is called Lauder. It's just this really pretty golden brown. And what we're going to do with this color is we are going to put this in our upper crease. We're just going to blend it until we get the exact look that we want. I did do my eyebrows off camera, so if you guys are interested in seeing a video on how I do them, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below. Next, we're going to be taking the shade called Mugshot, and we're just going to put this in the lower crease, right underneath that shade that we had just put in our upper crease. And we're just going to blend that in there just to make sure that both colors blend well together. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. Next, I'm just going to be taking my Morphe blending brush from the Copper Dream set, and we're just going to be blending all of that. We're going to do windshield wiper motions and also circular motions to make sure everything is blended together. Now we're going to be taking the shade called Buzz, and we're just going to be placing this all over our lid. I also sprayed my brush with a bit of the Urban Decay setting spray to kind of make the color a little bit darker, more vibrant, to give it that pop of color to make sure that it shows up. Next, we're going to be taking the shade called Dust. We're just going to place this all over on top of the lid of the shade that we had just put on there. This shade does have some fallout because it is more of like a loose glitter. Turn us to thousands, and we'll grow. Now we're just going to take the shade that we used in our upper crease, and we're just going to blend that a little more on the top of our upper crease to make sure that we still have that dimension to cover up any of the pink that may have gotten into our crease. Now onto foundation. I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation in the shade 1W1. I like to shake my foundations up just to make sure that everything is mixed well, and then I'm going to be dotting this all over my face to make sure we get the right coverage that we want. Now I'm just going to be taking my damp beauty blender and blending all of this out onto my face, making sure that we are using pouncing motions and not rubbing or tugging onto the foundation, because then it will look streaky. Now I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay D Slick Setting Spray, and we're just going to spray this all over our face. And I like to spray this before I put powder on, just to make sure that my foundation stays on really well. Then we're going to take that Kat Von D concealer again, and we're just going to conceal underneath the eyes, the bridge of the nose, the forehead, the cupid's bow, and the chin. Oh, my love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. Then we're going to take that damp beauty blender again and blend out everything that we concealed. This concealer can be very cakey because it is very full coverage, but we just want to make sure everything is blended out and make sure that everything is very seamless. Now we're going to be taking a Sephora smudge brush, and we're going to be taking the shade Mugshot and Liar, and we're going to mix them together and blend them underneath our eye to give it kind of that smoky look. Why we lose, you Desi Morphe highlighting palette. And we're going to take that middle shade and we're going to place it in the corners of our eyes and underneath. Next, we're going to be taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, and we're going to take the shade Lucid and place that underneath our eyes just to set everything and make sure that nothing budges.
Don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a
Now we're going to take the TooFaced Chocolate Soleil in the shade Medium Dark, and we're going to be bronzing up our face. And I'm also going to be using the Sephora contour brush just to blend everything out.
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why.
For bronzing the forehead, I decided to switch my brush to an Eco Tools blush brush. It actually works really well for bronzing.
Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Next, I'm going to be baking with the powder called Airspun Loose Face Powder.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.
Now I'm going to be taking the Lacquer Liner 24-Hour L'Oreal Infallible Eyeliner in the shade 171 Blackest Black. And just for a quick disclaimer, this video is not sponsored. This is all me. I bought all of these products.
We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays.
Now I'm going to be taking the Morphe powder brush from the Copper Dream set. I'm just going to brush all of that excess powder off. Now I'm going to be using the Ardell Double Up Wispy Lashes, and if you cannot tell, this is literally my favorite part. Now I'm just going to be brushing out those lashes just to make sure that my natural lash and the falsies lash blend really nicely. And then I'm going to take the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara and covering up my natural colored eyelashes to make everything blend.
And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
Now I'm going to use the Milani Powder Blush in the shade Tea Rose. And I'm going to be using the Morphe blush brush in the Copper Dream set. Again, this video is not sponsored, it's just what I have. Then we're going to be taking that Desi Danger highlighting palette again, and we're going to use that same exact shade that we put in the corners of our eyes and under our eyebrows. We're going to use the highlighting brush from the Morphe Copper Dream set. And we're just going to place this on our cheekbones, the bridge of our nose, the tip of our nose, Cupid's bow, and our chin.
And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays.
Next, we're going to exfoliate our lips with the Mint Julep Lip Scrub by Lush, and this just helps to keep our lipstick on longer. Then for lipstick, we're going to be using the Tarte Wonder Lip Cream. I'm not sure what color this is, it doesn't show me. I did get this in an Ipsy bag a long time ago, and I just don't use it a lot, but I thought it would be really perfect for this look.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run.
And this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and see you next time.